Is WWE going to actually announce who is wrestling on what night for WrestleMania 39? Or are the potential ticket buyers just supposed to guess when their favorite wrestler is going to perform in Los Angeles? This is a nightmare. This is a problem. And I feel sorry for anybody who is attending WrestleMania 39. At this point, to me, as far as I'm concerned, WrestleMania 39, they've punted. They've punted on this event. If you believe that WrestleMania 39 is being put on as a well-organized, well-thought-out, long-term planned-out event, you're fucking crazy. That's not what's happening here, guys. What's happening here is they've punted on this event. We are 1.5 weeks out from WrestleMania 39. And they're not telling us what night, what matches, and who is main eventing what night. We know nothing. We know absolutely nothing other than we assume that Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are going on last. And I think that's a safe assessment. But at this point, who knows, right? At this point, who really knows what the plan is? And this is a nightmare for so many reasons. Look, going into WrestleMania last year, I didn't buy tickets. I went to Dallas with the intention that I was going to go do all the fanfare. I was going to take the family. We were going to go to fan access and do all the fun stuff. And we weren't going to go to an actual WrestleMania wrestling event, like the actual wrestling night 1 or night 2. But going into that, we knew exactly what matches were what night. We knew who was main eventing night 1 and night 2. I believe we knew. We at least knew most. We knew, I'd say, 90% of the matches that were happening and to what order they were. We knew the big ones. And here we are, a week and a half out. And anybody who has a ticket has no idea what they've paid to see. So if you've paid $1,000, if you paid $500, if you paid $50, you have no clue what you're walking into when you get to WrestleMania Hollywood. And this is, so let me put it into some different terms here. If you're a parent, you understand this, right? If you're a parent and you buy a $200 to $300 ticket for your kid to go to WrestleMania, it is more than likely that they have one particular wrestler that they are hoping to see. And you have no clue what you take. You have no clue if you are setting yourself up to disappoint your child when you get to WrestleMania. And this is just a pure fact. If you bought a ticket when tickets first went on sale, let's say you don't even have kids. Let's just say you're an adult and you have a favorite wrestler. You have no clue who you're walking in to see. And if you're trying to tell me that this is by design, somebody tell me, what is the benefit of this? Where is there any benefit to 1.5 weeks out from the event not knowing who is actually going to perform Saturday and Sunday night? Someone tell me the benefit of that. Tell me you would buy a ticket to a concert not knowing who is going to perform that night, or a festival, right? Because most of the time people buy a ticket for a particular band. Now you show up and you watch other bands and you're happy, but you buy your ticket with the hopes that one particular band is going to perform and that's who you're going to see. It is the same with professional wrestling. This is a problem that's happening in the NBA as well, where guys or people are buying tickets, they're showing up and people are not playing. And that is a problem that the NBA is looking to address. But you're trying to tell me WWE, an entertainment company that 6 months out, they've had this all planned. They know exactly the course that they're headed on. And we are a week and a half away from WrestleMania. And they don't want to tell you who's wrestling where. You want to know why they're doing this? They don't know. They don't know who's wrestling where. They have a list right now of 13 potential matchups, and they can't figure out how to make 2 coherent nights that people are going to want to watch. And they've already committed to 2 nights, so you can't walk that back at this point. But the problem is, I've been saying this for the last couple weeks, they have a good enough card right now to put on 1 solid night of WrestleMania. And then they have a bunch of complimentary matches that they could put on the second night. Now, here's the dilemma for WWE. Do you take that 1 night of full grade A matches, and do you take that night and do you split it up and you water it down and you put half on Saturday and you put half on Sunday? Or do you completely punt and just try to make Sunday meaningful and throw whatever else you got on Saturday and completely screw anybody who bought tickets to Saturday night? But this is the conversations that are going on in the back rooms of WWE right now. They don't know who's main eventing night 1. They don't know who's main eventing. Well, they know who's main eventing night 2, but they don't know what else they're putting on that card. They don't know where Finn Balor and Edge should be. They don't know where Rhea and Charlotte should be. They're looking at this and they don't understand what to do because they've backed themselves into this corner. They thought, look, here's what they thought. There's no doubt in my mind. This is more apparent now than it's ever been. They thought for night 2 of WrestleMania, they had The Rock versus Roman Reigns, which meant no matter what else you put on Sunday night, people were going to leave that night happy. That's what they thought. So then they figured, hey, we could put some solid matches, probably put Cody Rhodes, probably put Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and all those guys. We put them on Saturday night, and then the Saturday night people will leave happy. And the Sunday night people will leave happy because they got to see The Rock. But that's not what's happening. There's panic going on in the back rooms of WWE right now. If you don't believe me, just look at what's happening. Look at the promos that are being cut. Look at, you're trying to tell me that 6 months ago, WWE had the plan to put Cody Rhodes in the ring with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to try to keep that main event interesting. And in a minute, I'm going to go into my excitement levels on every match, but let's be realistic. That's not what's happening. Or that is what's happening, and it wasn't planned for 6 months. There's panic going on surrounding WrestleMania 39, and the fallout is that fans are having to look around and wonder, what am I buying a ticket to? Like, honestly, I see someone posted in the Discord that some of the upper level tickets have dropped down to $47. That's because nobody wants to pull the trigger unless you're specifically going to WrestleMania to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. You don't know what you're going to see. We can make assumptions. We can all jump onto the internet and go to our favorite wrestling website and look up the rumors, but we don't have for certain 100% who is going to perform on what night. And that's fucking asinine. It's insane. It's insane at 1.5 weeks out. We don't know. So that leads me into